Happy summer, lovelies. I hope that you're enjoying the season as much as I am. I have been relatively quiet on socials and things because I've been really prioritizing basking in the fullness and the fruition of the summer season and delighting in the sunshine and wild foraging of fresh berries and some even plants that I've planted myself that are coming into full blossom, and working with them in meals and crafting tinctures and new teas and getting some new ideas gestating for the autumn season. But I wanted to just pop in here and share my face and share my heart and share my love and my well wishes for you. The summer is one that always is a challenge for me to show up, to be online, to be on my computer in general, to even be generating new ideas and you know, being in that sort of creative space of coming up with what we might call like our work projects, our work products, things like that. It's a time for me that is really precious and that I treasure for basking in what it is that I've planted over the growing season that is now, like I said, like some of my plants are coming to fruit, right? And being able to savor and enjoy their flavors and to really let myself be present in my moments when I am out in nature hiking, or I'm driving, taking like a little road trip, or looking at a sunset, or walking barefoot through my grass, and really being embodied in those moments and experiencing the pleasure that it is that I'm working to cultivate with any spell work or wishes or goal setting or things that I'm doing earlier in the year, and allowing myself just to be fully with that and just delight, right? Summer is a season of delight. It's the full moon of the year, so the, you know, that idea of things being magnified and being in full light, and being able to take stock of our gardens and say, wow, look at all of this that has come to fruition. Look at what hasn't bloomed. Look at what needs more water. Look at what needs, you know, some deadheading and some pruning, perhaps to help promote additional growth, and tasting the fruit and tasting the flowers and enjoying the fullness of their beauty when they're in full bloom. All of that, right? So we look at our lives and we say, wow, I'm really alive in this moment, experiencing this moment in my life. And so for me, I've been in a place of a bit of like tension or dissonance with being in the social media realms and being online in general, even sitting to create emails for you all, because I want to be thriving and living in my life moments and really like squeezing out every last drop of magic from them, and then letting myself become like the super reabsorbent sponge now that I've juiced everything out of it. Now I get to soak in more, right? In all of those moments. So I'm hoping that you're finding those opportunities in your world too, to really drop into presence and be in the moment that you're in. And I've noticed that the more that I've practiced that over this month of July, that it's felt like a really long month for me, that I've been able to truly bend time and experience what felt like stretching my favorite season by being so present, right? We can sort of be like time manipulators in this practice of pure presence, and really turning on all of our senses to the next level in our moments. And so I've been really looking, really smelling, really listening, really feeling, and any moment, I'm a very clairsentient person. I'm a very feeling-bodied individual. That is like my primary window of knowing is my feeling body. And one of my favorite, most pleasurous experiences in the summertime is feeling the sun on my skin and warm wind on my skin. And I'm especially called toward the sunset hour of the day. So as the sun is starting to descend in the sky a bit, and in the Pacific Northwest, because we're on the West Coast, it's actually the warmer time of the day. So like between 3 and 6 p.m. is just, even 3 and 8 p.m. is just really delicious time of the day for me, and in Pacific time. And I've been really enjoying late day drives and feeling the wind blowing through the windows and feeling the warmth of that wind and the warmth of the air by the sunlight, and taking in all of the lush smells as well, right? All of those green smells and the smells of strawberry fields that are all warm, and the cool damp moss that I get to smell once we drive into the forests and things like that. So this is just a little offering or invitation for you to let yourself be moved by those moments that just feel like the most incredible pleasure, and stretch them longer by seeing if you can be even more present. Can you smell something else? Can you taste the smells? Can you drop into feeling in your body a bit more richly? Yes, so that's a little bit about what I've been doing with myself lately, and it's felt really lovely. And I wanted to also share some of what is in stock in Briething Botanica and some things that you can look out for in the next couple of weeks and beyond. So I do still have some ounces of Ignite Immortal Gilded Gleam oil, and most of this is actually accounted for, so there might be 2 ounces out of here that are available, but I do have a bit more of the base that I can work with. So that is also accounted for. But if you want any of the Ignite Immortal Gilded Gleam oil, which is a bit toned, but it doesn't really leave much color on the skin, but it does have shimmer, so it leaves just like a subtle warm bronze on the skin. You can see as it drips down the glass jar, right? It's pretty translucent, which is really nice, but it's incredibly nourishing. And you can either order this oil, it comes in 3 different sizes, so 1 ounce, 2 ounces, or 4 ounces. Actually, you can even do 8 ounces, but I'm not sure that I have that much left. It can come with mica shimmer, or it can come without, which looks a little bit more like this as opposed to the shimmer. And I'm at the last ounces, so if you're interested, I would recommend placing an order. This is the last batch that I have for the season, for this year, and I don't plan on making it again until next year. With that said, I do have some freshly brewed Luminous Leo oil. This is the base oil that I work with in most of my skincare products. And I also made another round. Mina is guarding the territory very well. Mina, come here. And then my summer base that, hello love, the summer base that goes into the Gilded Gleam oil that I've made separately that can be worked into skincare oils or body oils. And this is a brew, so both the Luminous Leo oil, which is pretty standard one that I've been working with for several years. This is the summer base. I gotta figure out something to call it, but the summer base is about 50% of what I put in the Gilded Gleam oil. So I put it together last year when I was brewing and crafting the Gilded Gleam oil, creating it for the first time ever. So the Luminous Leo oil and this oil are infused oils. They're a combination of olive oil and coconut oil infused with plant material. And the summer base that I made also includes jojoba oil, and they're all infused. This one is infused with yarrow, rose hips, red clover, hibiscus, and helichrysum, which is, all of these are really beautiful for the skin. And they're infused with the flowers of the plants. And they're very moisturizing, they're very cooling. They're very supportive to skin conditions like eczema and, reddish prone skin, skin that, can get more inflamed or more irritated more easily. So it's a really beautiful one for working with any like sunburn or rashes or like wounds or things, bug bites, right? Things that we're getting over the summer. But this is a really powerful one to work with anytime. And the rose hips are a really strong source of vitamin C. So that's really powerful antioxidant for the skin, which is just incredibly nourishing. And everyone should be working with vitamin C on their skin every day. And hibiscus is a really beautiful skin firmer, plumper. It's considered the Botox of herbs, and it's just lovely to work with. My skin is always just, it's so in love. You can see, like, this is not gleam oil. There's no mica on me. This is just the radiance of my skin with working with this oil and the Luminous Leo oil. I usually do like a 50-50 blend of both for my body oil. And I apply that in the shower while my skin is still warm and still wet, and I massage it in. And then when I towel off, I just kind of pat. And this is the level of moisturized that you get from that. And then, so the Luminous Leo oil, again, olive oil, coconut oil infused with lavender, rosemary, rose, calendula, chamomile. So we have really gentle, healing, calming, soothing herbs to the skin. And they also have the benefit of really lovely aromatherapy. So they're calming to the nervous system, they're soothing to the overall mood. And if you practice a self-massage routine every day, you're giving your body that extra physical input and pressure, like when you go and get a massage, right? Self-massage, that pressure helps to downregulate the nervous system and helps. It really can go either way. So if you tend to be someone who is more anxious, more urgent, more busy, more of a hyper aroused kind of a person, a daily self oil massage, really slow and intentional and getting into the tissues of the body, will help to downregulate and to calm and to bring you to ground, especially if you spend some time massaging the feet. And then if you're someone who tends to be a little bit more depressive, a little more stuck, a little more stagnating, maybe sadder, harder to get out of bed, harder to get going, you can work with a self-oil massage, especially from the bottom of the feet all the way up, to upregulate the body, moving the energy up from the bottom, from the lower half of the body up to the higher parts of the body, including the face. You can work with these oils on the face. There are no essential oils in them, and when I make my moonbeam face oil or make my body oils, I can add essential oils to them, but you also have the benefit of just the infused plants, which is a really lovely and gentle way to work with them. And so you can massage right up into the face and do some facial reflexology, which will also support the body with and the energy of the body and the mood and the emotional body with upregulation and kind of an uplifting sensation. So Right now, my Moonbeam oil only comes made with the Luminous Leo oil, but if you are interested in working with the summer base as well, I'll have more information for that on my website coming soon, and on socials. But you can simply request it if you're interested in the additional benefits of those oils for skincare, and that can be added to any skincare. It could be added to bath soaks or body scrubs, body oils, face oils, and things like that. So if you're interested in the Gleam oil, let me know, with or without mica. This is the last of it. And then I still have a little bit of Tizen of the Star available, which has been so lovely in the summertime, iced with citrus and honey and some fresh lavender and some fresh borage from my garden and things like that. So if you're interested in that, the last ounces of that are there for you to snag. But there are lots of kind of standard, my more common products in my Herbal Magic menu that are also available. There are fresh batches of the Majesties, which are Ushering Majesty and Matrix Majesty. Too many consonants. Matrix Majesty. Those are the herbal blends that are for third trimester, labor prep, and postpartum. Good for parent and baby. And all of the other delicious things. I am planning to make some changes to my Herbal Magic menu this fall, so if there's something in there that you really love and you really want, I would recommend placing an order before October, because some of the products might go away or they might change a little bit. Yes. And my Goddess Tincture pricing will be increasing on August 1st. So I've shared a little bit about that here, and I've shared a little bit about it on socials. And Goddess Tincture pricing is going up for all new orders and all new VIG enrollments. And VIG enrollment is a monthly Goddess Tincture subscription. So if you are someone who really loves Goddess Tincture and you want to get it monthly, this is an automatic payment that comes out through your PayPal account, or you can sign up with whatever payment method you like to pay each month, and it automatically will charge whatever method you use, and I will send you the size of Goddess Tincture that you have enrolled for, and you can order 1 ounce a month, 2 ounces a month, 4 ounces a month, or 8 ounces a month. And I guess I could put 3 ounces in there too, so I might do that. But that price will be going up as well on August 1st. So if you want to lock in the current pricing, then you're able to do that by signing on as a VIG sometime by July 31st. And once you sign on as a VIG, whatever payment you put in, whatever price you size you select, and whatever price you pay, you'll pay that every month, regardless of the price going up for anybody after August 1st. So it sort of locks that price in, which is a really nice feature. So any other price increases in future years, if you're still enrolled, that won't affect you. So if you're already a VIG, you don't have to worry about this. But if it's something you've been thinking about, now's the time within the next week here to get enrolled as a VIG and get to work with Goddess Tincture. Goddess Tincture is all around health support, ideally so supportive, ideally supportive for pleasure, creativity, for pain-free periods, for a healthy, lubricated yoni, especially for those in menopause or transitioning to menopause, really nourishing for balanced hormones and optimally functioning reproductive system. I have a few clients who were Goddess Tincture subscribers or Goddess Tincture clients who went on to have really healthy pregnancies thereafter, because this really supports a regulated cycle and healthy toned uterus that's ready to do its job efficiently for delivery, for labor, right? For growing and then delivering a baby earthside. And this has been so powerful to see, especially for some of my clients who've had really wonky cycles and had really hard time getting pregnant or maintaining a pregnancy. So if that's a journey that you've been dealing with in any way, shape, or form, or you know somebody who's been experiencing a fertility challenge in their life, this might be an avenue for them to get to work with for a period of time. And I also offer consultations and personalized guidance where we explore each individual and what they've been navigating, and kind of, you know, bringing my knowledge and experience to that particular individual to see if we can uncover what might be some of the root issues that are leading to that. But this is true also for people experiencing extreme severe symptoms of PMDD or PCOS or other hormonal imbalances that are causing pain or challenges with any aspect of their life, especially as it feels related to reproductive hormones. So anyway, Goddess Tincture is a really powerful tool for just nourishing the all-around female body and supporting our cognition, our digestion, our creativity, our nervous system, and you know, balanced mood as our hormones fluctuate, and more manageable the way that they're meant to be bleeding periods, where we are not experiencing so much pain and so much volatility, but there's more balance and there's more nourishment, because this is a tincture that isn't just meant to problem solve symptoms. It's meant to nourish the body and cultivate a baseline of wellness from which the body then can experience less pain, less volatility, less variability, and more fluidity and more stability. And it's just a delicious one for increasing your overall pleasure and orgasm potential. And as I talked about at the beginning of this session, being able to be in your life and to feel all the juice, just enjoy all the juice of it. So if you're interested in Goddess Tincture or a consultation, getting on a VIG enrollment, or placing an order with anything in Briething Botanica, those are the updates for now. I will have, this is just my personal bottle right now that I'm working with, but I will have some Borage, which is also called Starflower. You may have seen me post about them on social media lately. They're these beautiful purple-blue flowers that are in the shape of a star. And I've been working with them for a bit here this year in my, you can see the pressed flower in my little makeshift dropper bottle, dosage bottle. But I've been working with them in my witchcraft, and I've been working with them in my herbal craft this growing season. Let's see if I can get out of the window panes. And I recently made some Borage or Starflower essence. And so this will be something that will be available in the Botanica soon. I have to write up some details about what it's all about and why you would want to work with it. But primarily it's going to support depressive mood, boost courage, uplift the mood in general, and just help one to feel more fortified and resilient in their lives. Ideally, you know, especially when we're talking about creativity and artistic expression and authentic expression, and there being courage in that, which is something for me that I've needed lately. So you know, we go through different seasons of our life where things change. And when you're reevaluating everything in your life and taking stock of what's working and what's not working and what you love and what you'd love to see shift, sometimes it's hard to feel courageous in your expression of what you're navigating. And so for me, this has felt like a necessary medicine to begin a relationship with. And also because I've been really struggling with some depressiveness this, I'd say since winter as well, in being in that kind of a transitional place in my life and trying to evaluate what feels most right for me going forward. And so there we go. You can see there's not a whole lot. To a flower essence. It's colorless, odorless. This particular flower essence is combined with vodka, and it's grain-free vodka, just like I use for my Goddess Tincture. I find it to be the least potentially allergenic for my clients, and it's a really high quality, high grade vodka, so I like to work with that. So it doesn't taste particularly exciting. Often flower essences are made with brandy or something along those lines, which give it a little bit of a sweetness. Sometimes people will make it an elixir and add honey or some kind of sweetener. And this is really just a very clean, medicinal essence to work with. And so flower essences work with the energetic and the subtle and the emotional bodies. So there's no actual plant material. Like you can see the difference between tinctures, if you've worked with tinctures with from Briething Botanica or others, you know, you're going to get a really rich color from the plant material. This is made by floating the flowers on the surface of water, using a crystal vessel and letting the sunlight infuse the energetic and the energetic imprint of the flower. And so for me, the star and Starflower has been representing that courage, that inner courage to be sort of your star self, your most authentic expression, to be seen for your truth, to really embody, and it's also a really great one for aligning and supporting the throat chakra. So speaking your truth and showing up as you are, and having a boost of courage and support when you're feeling maybe more down and more melancholy. So I see this as being one that could be really supportive to those of us who have been human over the past 2 years. But also as we go into the autumn season and we start to experience some of the grief of turning away from summer and moving towards the shadows and weeding things from our gardens and our lives. Yes, so this will be one that I continue to work with for a bit here, but if you're interested, just shoot me an email to say that sounds appealing to you. I'm also in the process of making a Borage or Starflower tincture, which will have the plant material in it and more nervine support and additional menstrual cycle support, but gentle. You know, good nervous system support, good mood boosting support. It's also extremely nutritive of a plant, so it's a really nice one just to add into your diet, so you're getting some additional green nutrients, and then you have the benefit of ingesting this beautiful blue purple color that, you know, that true blue food is a commodity in the world and has benefits for our bodies as well. So those are some upcoming items. The Zen of the Star is part of what I'm hoping will be a series of tarot card archetypes inspired. And if I could, I'm still coming out of my bleed, so I don't think that my articulation of my thoughts is very, very precise. But the Zen of the Star is one of what I hope will be a series of teas, herbal teas, inspired by the tarot card archetypes. So you can keep an eye out for those if you're interested, or if you have input and you want to make requests. I am likely looking at making a strength version and maybe a world version to represent those archetypes or those cards from the tarot. Potentially the Lovers. I've already made the Lovers tea, but my partner and I made it together and we've been hoarding it for ourselves. So maybe one that I offer as we come into fall, or maybe it'll wait till next year at Beltane. But anyway, if you have requests, I'd love to hear them. You can be on the lookout for those things. I think that's it for now. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Briething Botanica. It really means so much. This is work that I really do love to do because it nourishes me, and it's a way that I want to live in the world. I want to live in relationship to the plants, and I want to nourish my body with natural products that come from the land, that are not chemically overloaded, and I want to support my overall foundational nourishment and baseline health, and then supplement when I need to with magical offerings that are infused with love and intention and the magic and the gifts of the plant world and the wild world. So thank you for supporting me in taking care of myself and supporting my business and sharing. I couldn't be more grateful. There are so many of you who share and send my products as gifts to your loved ones and offer referrals, and it means so much. It really means so much. So I appreciate you. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for witnessing me, and I love you, and I hope to be hearing from you or seeing more of you soon.